Hi there, and welcome back to another episode of Gear Up with Greggs. My name's Dave Robertson, and today we're going to be talking about a company called Brush Research Manufacturing. Now, more specifically, we're going to be talking about a pretty cool product they have that's called a flex hone tool. Brush Research Manufacturing, that's a little bit of a mouthful to say. They're more commonly known in the industry as BRM. So they're headquartered out of Los Angeles, California, and their products are actually distributed to over 50 countries worldwide. But the most important one, of course, is here in Canada. BRM was founded by Steve Rand in 1958. Now, he was the original inventor of the plateau finishing concept in 1972. Now, that idea ultimately led to the conception of the flex hone tools that we're going to be talking about today. So the plateau finish was originally created to deglaze cylinders in automotive applications. Now, deglazing is a little bit confusing. So essentially, the process of deglazing a cylinder is where you want to take the cylinder walls and roughen them. Now, you might wonder, why would I want to roughen them if it's going to create more friction? But by roughening the cylinder walls amongst the moving parts, it actually allows the oil to properly stick to the cylinder walls and reduce friction. So flexible honing with a flex hone tool produces an oil-holding crosshatch pattern and true plateau finish free of cut, torn, and folded metals. The flex hone finishing process that was originally developed to finish automotive and industrial cylinders has grown to include brake rotors, firearms, sporting goods, aircraft engine components, hydraulic valves, and even musical instruments. Now, parts as diverse as a shotgun chamber and aircraft landing gear receive the same benefits of a flex hone finish. The flex hone tool from BRM is a flexible and resilient honing tool that removes burrs from cross-drilled holes and improves surface finish at the same time. Known also as a ball hone, the BRM flex hone features abrasive globules that are permanently bonded to flexible nylon filaments. These filaments all have independent suspension, which ensures self-centering and self-alignment to the cylinder wall. The abrasive globules, or balls, provide a soft cutting action that removes burrs from cylinder walls while leaving the base metal undisturbed. Oversized for any given bore, the tool pops out into the intersection, removing any burrs present and creates a radius at the transitioning edge. The tool needs to be slightly oversized to function properly. The tool should always be ordered to the true ID, or inside diameter, of the bore to be worked, and then they are manufactured with the correct oversize. So let's use an example. You know you have a 3-inch cylinder. So what size of flex hone tool are you going to order? Well, you're going to order a 3-inch one. So when we order this flex hone, it's labeled as a 3-inch flex hone. But when you take a tape measure to it and you measure across the face, you'll see that it's slightly oversized. So this one here actually measures about 3¼ inch. So it's that oversize that gives you your nice soft cutting action on the cylinder wall. Now, what happens if you have a cylinder that's in between sizes of a flex hone tool? What you do is you would select the next size up. Now, speaking of sizes, there's another factor to note when using a flex hone. The smaller the hone, the faster you'll have to spin the tool to work the bore. You can see here the recommended RPMs for the size range of flex hone tools. As well, there are a wide range of grits. We carry them in grits from 120 up to 320, and your product selection will vary based on how rough the inside of the cylinder is. Keep in mind, when using a flex hone tool, oil is required. Flex hone oil contains a blend of honing and lapping oils, a lard oil to prevent galling of aluminum, a moisture dispersant, and a non-ionic surfactant wetting agent to assure complete lubrication of the surface. Washing is a necessity after finishing, so using a BRM cylinder washing brush along with a detergent and warm or hot water will do the job nicely. The cylinder wash brushes are made with a high quality nylon, so your cylinder will be sparkling in no time. When rebuilding an engine, it's tricky business to properly clean all the oil lines and galleries. You need a tool that can effectively remove metal chips, sludge, dirt from all of the oil passageways. This is where BRM's nylon and carbon steel cleaning brushes come in. Their nylon brushes are made of the finest quality high-density nylon, and the carbon steel brushes are of similar high-quality construction and are used for rough spots that nylon can't really take care of. One other unique product that BRM has is their flex hone for rotors. We don't have an exact replication of where this would be used, but we have an example that we want to just try and show. So I'm just going to pop my safety glasses on here. So what we're looking at is a rotor. So essentially the way that this one works is that rather than it going into a cylinder wall like the other ones that we talked about earlier, it's intended for a flat surface. So really you would have a rotor that's rotating on a shaft, and then you would be able to use the BRM flex hone for rotors, and what it does is it provides that same cross-hatch finish. If it's spinning on a rotor, it gives you a nice smooth finish that is perfect for resurfacing worn rotors, and essentially the end result is reduced harmonic vibration and a smoother operating vehicle. Well, that does it for this episode. If you want to learn anything more about the products that you saw in the video today, or any of the other products that Gregg's carries, please visit us on our website or just call one of our knowledgeable, friendly staff. We're always more than happy to help. Thanks again for keeping it 100% Canadian with us, and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Gear Up with Greggs.